in today's video we have an Xbox Series X which has a no power issue. So this one, it is a no power issue on the back of someone trying to replace the HDMI port. So you see this has got no HDMI port. What they're saying is they tried to replace the HDMI port and now they're actually getting no power whatsoever. And they think they have damaged the power ribbon cable. So we can quickly have a look at that. Let's just double check. Do we have any power? No, nothing. No bind, no eject. Right. So first things first, let's get it opened and see what we have got. Right, so there we have it out of the chassis. Now, one thing I noticed when disconnecting the power cable, or the ribbon cable for the power and eject button, the connector is broken. Right, so I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of the connector there that was stuck. So the connector will need replacing. We've got spares of those, so that's not a problem. And probably that's what the actual customer said. They said they did break that, so that's fair enough. We can replace that. Right, so there we are down to the South Bridge board. Everything looked great on that apart from obviously the connector, where the connector is broken. Right, so that's going to need replacing. They are quite fragile and they do damage quite easily, but they're quite easy to replace. So now the easiest way to do this, this is called a PEX connector. The easiest way to do this is from heating it from the bottom, right? Because you can heat it from the top, but obviously you need to be careful that you don't burn this white plastic socket for the fan. So heating it from the bottom, you can then remove that 41 and then plug in or solder on your new replacement. So let's get under the microscope and take a closer look. Right, so here we are under the scope, right? And as you can see, this is the Nexus connector. There's normally a bit of black plastic. That's the bit of black plastic I showed earlier, which sits in here, which holds down the actual cable. So what we need to do is get this replaced with our replacement one. And as I say, easiest way to do that is heating from the bottom. What I do like to do, just to be on the safe side, is just put a little bit of leaded solder, right, first of all, onto these pins here, just very carefully, just a tiny little bit, just to help it remove from the board. Right, so we're going to come in with a tiny little bit of flux, right, come in with a fine tipped soldering iron, going to literally just apply some of the leaded solder to these pins along here. Right, they'll probably break off, which is fine, but the main thing is getting some solder, some leaded solder onto these pins, just to help it a little bit when we warm it up from underneath. You can do these holding pads as well. I'll leave that one because that's quite close to the plastic. And then what we'll do, all right, so it's got a bit of solder there now. Just try and get you in focus. Yeah, it's just got a tiny little bit of solder. That's all just to help it. And we're going to hold the board over the side of the desk and then heat with our heat gun from underneath. So let me get that set up. All right, so here we are over the edge of my desk, coming in with my heat gun. Underneath, I'm going to go for 480 degrees and full fan speed. We're just going to hold the heat gun underneath, like so. You can first of all warm up the top a little bit, right? Don't go too crazy. Right, and then go straight back underneath. Keep warming it, and then eventually you'll see that solder start to melt. Now the thing with the Xbox series, their boards are quite thick, so it does take quite a bit of heat. Keep warming it up, and eventually it should start to come off the board. There we go, like so. Now, what we're going to do is come in with a little bit more flux and then add a little bit more leaded solder to the pads. So when we put our replacements on, it goes on a lot easier. All right, so just a tiny little bit of solder along the pads, like so. So it's got some nice leaded solder on there now, which will melt a little bit easier when we come in with our replacements. All right, so there we have a brand new replacements. Right, that's obviously the underside of it. Now, what I like to do is just very quickly tin the pads of the replacements. Right, so let's just get you aligned. I'm going to put a tiny little bit of flux along the pads. I'm going to come in with a tiny bit of leaded solder. Put it on the tip of my soldering iron. Then just literally just touch the pads very gently so we tin them just a little bit. Like so. Right, tiny little bit of solder just to give them a bit of a tin. Right, let's go back over to our board. Okay, we grab our new connector, put it roughly in place. Like that. And then again, come in with the heat underneath the board again this time. And just start warming up the whole area again. Eventually you'll see the solder start to melt. And then you'll see it go on all the pins at the back there, and then the holding pins. That looks pretty aligned. I'm just going to give it a tiny little nudge, and then a nudge back again, just to make sure it is all aligned. Come off the heat. Let that cool down. And then we'll have a proper look to make sure all the pins are soldered. Right, so we'll come in with our tweezers and just touch each leg just to make sure it is soldered. Yep, all that's good and The holding pins are good as well. All good, all solid, right? So let's give this a bit of a clean up and get rid of that flux. Right, so there we go. Everything put back together again. Let's give it some power and put in an HDMI cable. Let's hit the power button. There we go. Got the white light, great. Does eject button work? Yes, that works now. Does the bind button work? Give it a second. That should start working once it starts to boot. There it goes, starting boot up. And then when we push the bind button works as well. So there you go, video to show you how to replace the power cable connector. So hope the video was useful. If it was, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It really does help us out, and please consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it really does help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks very much for your view. Look out for the next video next week, and speak to you all soon.